My purpose of this experiment. We were asked by our instructor to showcase an experiment that shows how physics and some of the laws of physics affect us. So a friend of mine that heard that balloons have a mind of their own gave me an idea. So I started to think, how does physics apply to our everyday life, the things around us that we use on a daily basis? And even though we may not think about the effect they may have, the forces and gases they have within them and around us is simply what makes up the type of effect they have, no matter how big or small of an area that we may have been in at the time or affecting it. Our planet is just one big system of force that we don't have control over at times, and why sometimes force controls us or we control it. Now, some people right now are thinking to themselves, how am I going to prove this to you today? How does this work? Well, come along with me on the ride and I will show you how everyday party balloons have a mind of their own.
Hello, my name is Christian Mitchell. I'm in physics section 2, Javier Riviere's 115th class. Basically, this is my month 6 for me. And during this podcast tutorial today, what I'm going to be explaining to you is how come when you accelerated your car, if you were to have a helium balloon, I'm not just going to test to see if it goes forward. Since they say when you accelerate, it goes forward. We'll see when you push the brake. At the same time, I'm going to see what happens when you take a left turn. I'm going to see what happens when you take a right turn. If it reacts in a certain way. At the end of this podcast, of course, I'm going to give you some references or a reference where I went to confirm this idea. It's actually going to come from a person called Dr. Kaku. He has a website at mkaku.org. It came from one of his books called Hyperspace, page 89. Kaku says that basically that it is to explain by the equivalence principle. The laws of nature and acceleration frame are equivalent to the laws in gravitational field. He says that imagine a gravitational field pulling the car from right, so the balloon with lighter than air, I guess, always floats up, i.e. basically has the opposite pull of gravity, or equivalent to a must float reaction to the left into the direction and swerve. So I guess that explains a little bit more of how it does when it pulls to the right. So we're going to do this theory as well, pulling to the right. We're going to see what happens when we move to the left. We're going to have to see when it hits the brakes, just to confirm all this is true. Like I said, I've never seen this before, so this should be fun.
Down here, so everybody say hello to Ghost. Again, my name is Christian Mitchell, and we're about to test this theory out. See if it works. Go back. I'm gonna do a left and right hand turn. So this is about cruise theory, and starting to accelerate. Right about now. Going about 40 miles an hour. Accelerate to the fast rate. Now I'm getting ready to come to the stop. Taking a left hand turn. See if it goes like that. See, it reacts to my left hand turn. Once again, I'm accelerating. Right hand turns on my knee, accelerating. Again, I'm moving forward, back, and I'm getting ready to make a right turn. See where it comes back. As you see, I guess Mr. Kaku's theory is right.